Education, the most powerful weapon to revolutionize the world.
Giving this power to the powerless was the vision of a man of determination, the founder patron, the Most Reverend Dr. Joseph Attipati.
A determination that gave birth to an institution, St. Paul's.
A beacon of light for minority educational interests.
The year 1964.
His Holiness Pope Paul VI comes to India. The foundation stone of the college was blessed by His Holiness on December 3rd, and the following year the college was started by Reverend Dr. Joseph Attipati to commemorate the historic visit. The land chosen for this purpose was the 182 acres bought by the Most Reverend Dr. Angel Mary, of which 25 acres was utilized for the college.
The journey of the foundation stone of the college to Bombay, where the stone was blessed by His Holiness Pope Paul VI, is now a legend. The journey was, however, instrumental in deciding the name of the institution. The saint known for his scholarship, St. Paul, the celestial patron of the Pope.
The college emblem was also conceived with great thought. Life nobly lived. To enable the pupils to live a noble life in our present world, dominated by science and technology, which is signified by the microscope and the wheel.
The first stages of growth requires nurture, care and protection. A shelter that was provided by the patrons of the institution. The first man to do so was Archbishop, the Most Reverend Dr. Joseph Attipati, the visionary who laid the strong foundations for several educational institutions in the Virapoli Archdiocese, of which St. Paul's is an integral part.
Following the unexpected demise of the Archbishop, the newborn infant was plunged into year-long mourning. The baby needed a mother, and this gap was filled by the new Archbishop, Most Reverend Dr. Joseph Kelandara. Bishop Kelandara focused his attention on higher education. The bishop, with the largest number of academic degrees, it was during his time that several new courses were started and the work for a new block commenced.
Right Reverend Dr. Anthony Tandikot, a patron who sheltered the institution for a short span. He exhibited great concern in the development of the college and was instrumental in importing research microscopes from Germany for the college laboratory.
The man who led the foundation stone all the way from Mumbai to Kalamassery was now the patron in whose hands the institution rested. The Most Reverend Dr. Cornelius Elenikal was clearly focused when he said that the greater D than a PhD is the D for dedication. He was also very particular to see that the Christian vision of education is imparted along with knowledge. God's grace is needed for studies to bear fruit. There should be a space for prayers and blessings in our lives. Thus, the St. Paul's College Chapel was born.
Time brought a new turn to St. Paul's College when it passed into the hands of the Most Reverend Archbishop Dr. Daniel Achariparambil. The St. Paul's College Auditorium came into existence and the first NAC accreditation took place. The bishop also supported the move to have a new seminar hall.
The year 2010.
Our present patron, the Most Reverend Dr. Francis Kalarakal, takes charge.
The Archdiocese of Virapoli has a vision for St. Paul's College. This materialized from time to time because of the hard work of a galaxy of reverend priests.
Monsignor Francis Payapalli was the first manager of St. Paul's College. He served the college from 1965 to 1977. Monsignor Francis Payapalli was the mainstay of all developmental activities of St. Paul's. With the change in the administration in the Archdiocese, the Monsignor was elevated to the post of Vicar General.
Reverend Dr. Anthony Mukath, the first principal of St. Paul's College, was a scholar, efficient administrator, and the most genial spirit. He had jotted elsewhere, "I had the duty of nursing this institution during its infancy. The sowing is done in tears, but the harvesting in joy." He served the college from 1965 to 1978.
It was during this time, a professor of Latin, Reverend Father Joseph Manekal, echoed the institutional fame through the waves of music. Known as one of the founders of CAC, he contributed to the plethora of Christian devotional songs.
The tremendous changes in the academic courses were the result of the efficient and purposeful administration of Right Reverend Monsignor Emmanuel Lopez. Monsignor was the second manager of St. Paul's College. A living saint, considerate and compassionate, he served the college from 1977 to 1984.
Reverend Father Raphael Olatupuram was a priest with strong convictions and devotion to the students and to the institution. He was the second principal of the college from 1978 to 1984. After retirement, he continued his service as the manager of the college till 1988.
When Father Raphael Olatupuram moved to new pastures as the Chancellor of the newly formed Diocese of Kottapuram, Reverend Dr. Joseph Taikudan took charge as the manager in 1988. Father Joseph Taikudan was an excellent academician and an imaginative visionary. He completed his destined mission in 1992.
A faculty from the Department of Political Science who imparted meritorious service for 23 years is the credit of Professor Father Vincent Vadakedath. He was known for his simplicity and charm in dealing with students and faculty. He later moved to the United States.
Reverend Father Joseph Kuttikal took charge as the manager in 1992. He was known for his smile and benevolence in the campus. Sadly, in 1994, he joined his heavenly abode.
After the demise of Reverend Father Joseph Kuttikal, an alumnus returns to St. Paul's as the manager of the college in 1994. It was none other than Right Reverend Monsignor Dr. Joy Kalathiparambil. In just a year, in 1995, the Monsignor left the college for graver responsibilities. In 2002, he became bishop.
In 1995, Reverend Father Bernard Chaneparambil took charge as the new manager of the college. Father Bernard, an austere manager and a man of honesty and integrity, had to take significant decisions during the delinking of pre-degree from colleges.
In 1998, Reverend Dr. Jose Chilangara took the reins of St. Paul's as manager. In 2002, Father Chilangara was elected to the Senate in MG University. He held the office of the manager till 2008. He is a visionary who was the first director of St. Paul's International School.
In 2008, Reverend Dr. Douglas Pinheiro took charge as the manager and continued till 2011. At present, he is the director of St. Paul's International School.
Reverend Father Felix Chakkalakkal took the reins of St. Paul's College in 2011 with great responsibilities. The second UGC NAC visit and the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the college are significant events of the time.
Sieving through the numerous alumni of St. Paul's, the priests who studied here give the college a peculiar spiritual dimension. Among them, two names stand prominent.
Archbishop the Most Reverend Francis Assisi Chullikat, who was appointed by Pope Benedict XVI as the permanent observer of the Holy See to the United Nations, has done the institution proud with his diplomatic service. Handling 4 international languages effortlessly. He served as a counselor at the Holy See's mission to the United Nations and finally in the Secretariat of State in the Vatican.
Yet another alumnus the institution is proud of is Reverend Father Alex Vadakandala. He was the Vicar General of Verapalli Archdiocese when Pope Francis appointed him as the new Bishop of Kannur Diocese.
In this Golden Jubilee year, the college has witnessed tremendous changes in infrastructural facilities, introduction of new courses, divergent activities, and many more.
When the present manager took up office, our patron initiated several ventures and St. Paul's College underwent a real facelift.
The chapel was renovated, the ladies' hostel was completed. This was just a beginning. What followed was a digital library, a cafeteria, a student support center, and much more. The aesthetic change in ambience was tremendous right from the entrance portals to the generally neglected basic amenities. St. Paul's College continues to inspire and mold generations of the present and those yet to come.
From pupa to butterfly, St. Paul's College has undergone a metamorphosis of rainbow colors, thus opening a new horizon, a bright blue sky full of promises, a promise of education, a promise of power.